Yeah. I I wanted to talk about my data collection project. I thought it was
Yes,
I had
please. I gotta go soon, so now is a
oh, okay.
please do, please do. Let's talk about that.
I thought I had a good segue because that's like science. Um,
Yeah, hell yeah.
so uh, well, I have a screenshot that I can actually share. Uh, this is a pre-production uh, screenshot that I'm going to put in chat.
So there are three guys in local with me, but one of them's chatting with me friendly, and there's three relic sites in the system. So I think at this point I kind of have to go for it, right?
Kill them all.
I mean, well, I'm more worried about the opposite, but
So, so the screenshot that I put in chat represents uh, all of the Abyss loot tables,
huh?
every single one.
Okay,
Uh, so if you ignore the gray ones at the top and the leftmost column, which are compilations of the rest, the entire center section. So everything that says out of 1,000, right? So not the top and not the left column, but all the other stuff that says out of 1,000. Those are individual loot tables for Abyss.
okay,
Each one of those is so like you'll see there's tier 6 dark, right? That's a separate loot table from tier 5 dark and tier 4 dark, and it's a separate loot table from tier 6
right.
electrical, etc.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Then we have so that's 7 tiers, 5 weathers, so that's 35 different loot tables that we have to decipher. Then we've got the nodes and the subnodes. So nodes and subnodes don't exist in the shipyard or tier 0. So there's only there's only 6 tiers of those, and they also don't differ per weather. So there's only one, of that. So there's just 6 nodes and 6 subnodes for tier 1 through tier 6. So so we add that in to the 35. We add the 12, and then we add in 5 more for the tier 5 shipyard cache in each weather. And then we have a total of 52 loot tables total. And we're going to get 1,000 samples for each. The way that we're going to be doing this is we're going to be asking people to submit screenshots of the loot can while it's open for each of these individual cans.
Right.
And each of the 1,000 samples that we get will be one entry into a raffle. There will be one raffle for each loot table where we give away a prize. In addition to that, when we complete an entire tier or complete an entire weather or get all the nodes or subnodes,
Hit a milestone.
we'll have then we'll have a bigger giveaway with all of those tickets reused for all the samples that people sent in that participated. We'll have another one when all of the tiers and weathers are done, and another one when all the tiers and all the weathers and all the nodes, the whole project is completed. All 52,000 samples are collected.
Who's we?
So it's currently 2 people. I'm helping with design. This is my idea, and I'm doing the promotion. I'm going around and getting people involved. I'm collecting prizes for the prize pool. And then I have one developer who is working with me. I don't know if he wants to remain anonymous or not, so I won't say his name right away. But actually, no, he doesn't. He has another project. So this is being hosted on his website. He definitely does not want to be anonymous. So I'm going to put his website in chat.
And a salty old Eve player has to admit at the end of Doctor Who definitely got me to polish up on my hacking skills. It's absolutely true.
So that is his website, abyssal.space. It's an abyssal data recorder that records your progress through each individual site as it happens. It's actually quite stunning. This project is incredible, and he is graciously donating his time and tech resources. He's running this on his own hosting space to put this together. He's done all the work. He hasn't asked for a penny or one isk or nothing. So definitely check out his project. If you like it, then join his Patreon. It's really fantastic. And when our data collection project is live, we'll have more to share. But the goal here is, yeah. Go ahead.
So what exactly do you need from people that
Right.
want to get involved?
So the two things: the goal and what we're asking for. The goal is to collect 1,000 samples for each of these loot tables so that we properly decode them. This is in comparison to the way that people currently record their Abyss profit, which is they copy their contents of the ship cargo before the site, they paste it, and then they copy the contents of the ship cargo after the site, and they paste it. And then they know what they used, and they know what they got, and there are a couple tools that record this. There's more than one. Where the most popular is Vidor's Abyss Tracker at Eventi. So that's what's available. But I'm not looking to record individual profit. I'm looking to decode the loot tables, to reverse engineer the actual drops. Right. So that way, to collect a golden data set, if you will. And the use of this will be when people record their runs, they'll have a golden data set to compare it to see how well or poorly they did, how lucky or unlucky they got. So, and it will help us plan and expect what to get. So you asked what people need, but do you have a question first?
Well, I just wanted to point out to people, one of the reasons why this is important is because, so like we've been told by CCP, and it's true, that anything can drop in any weather, right? But we also know
in any tier.
Yeah, and in any tier, any weather. We also know
they said that there are certain things that are bound by weather, but nothing is bound by tier.
I was told everything can drop in any weather, any tier, but the probability of it is what changes. And so either way, whichever of these two is true, that's what we're aiming to find out, right? We're aiming to find out how different the loot tables are, and what does it mean for them to always be available but be more common somewhere else?
I have a personal reassurance from source redacted, internal source within CCP. I have a personal assurance. This is to answer a question in chat that was asked: is there any evidence that CCP changes loot tables with any frequency? I have a personal assurance that if Abyss loot is ever changed, that it will be in the patch notes 100% of the time. That does not change without hitting patch notes, period, end of story.
Dog, we can't even get them to update a damage type that's wrong. You think that they're in there fucking tweaking right? the loot tables? You've lost your goddamn mind.
Right. Oh my god. Yeah, like there's shit that's broken in there that they would fix. It's like one database entry, change number. So I don't think they're going and dicking with our loot.
You think that the Velez mutaplasmid or repper would still be the way it is if they were in there tweaking shit all the time? No.
Yeah, seriously. Oh my god.
It's still broken, right? Or Perrin.
Yeah, it's still,
is it Velez? It's Perrin.
It's Perrin. But yeah, it's still meta 3 with whacked out attributes and attribute allocation. It's like terrible. It's so bad. They're worth like 5 million ISK now because the Tech 2 is worth like 12 million ISK. So it's like, yeah. Anyway, so that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to build a golden data set for people to compare their profitability to, and for people to be able to predict what they'll be able to get and plan. And it's like, oh, so I should expect this kind of profitability if I do, these frigates and that versus this cruiser or two cruisers multi-boxed or whatever, it'll help people plan and it'll help them compare their performance. As far as what we need, what we're asking for, I'm writing up the rules for the screenshots because they are specific, because what we're doing is we are OCRing the screenshots. So people will upload their screenshots on the website. We have a web.
Let's pretend like the audience has no idea what OCR is.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure. So I'm actually going to show. I can show another picture of what this looks like.
I've been told that the people here are not going to attack me, and I've always, what is that expression? I've always relied on the kindness of strangers, so here we go.
Here, I'm getting a screenshot of what the validator screen looks like. So basically, people are going to be submitting screenshots, and our workflow will have these screenshots automatically.
Sorry, TR1 Bulk. Thank you for that Prime sub-subscription. 07 to you. Give 07s in chat. Thank you for that. You get all of those cool emotes. And my and everyone's eternal gratitude. Go on.
Yeah, no worries. So basically, we're getting screenshots from people. We have a web uploader. All you got to do is take a screenshot when the can is open, and you can submit as many or as few as you want. So you could just take one picture per site, or you could take a picture of everything. Every can that you open.
Right.
And you could do it sometimes, or you could do it never.
So if you take all three cans, if you take pictures correctly of all three cans and submit them all, you get 3 tickets?
That's correct. Each individual sample that you send in is a ticket. Each can is a valid data set. And that's the thing. That's why this is realistic, because we're asking for 1,000 samples per can, but that's like 333 sites run.
Right.
And that's not a lot of sites. People will do this. It's just no one's ever recorded the data in this way before. So we ask for screenshots. They have to be the loot window has to be a certain way. In order for the server to be able to process the image and pull out the text and turn and see what was in the loot can, it has to be set up a certain way. And I'll show a screenshot of what that looks like. So people drop their screenshots in, it gets processed, then it gets sent to validators, meaning me or somebody else who's working on the project, and checking the screenshots and making sure they were interpreted properly, and then we approve them. And then the record goes on that first screen that I shared that has a picture of all the filaments and weathers. And that's the process. So this is what it looks like when we're validating it.
All right, make sure to send me all these links, because I'm going to split this off into its own section and put it in YouTube.
Oh, yeah,
so if you're watching this on YouTube, all of it looks like this, and this is the link, will be down below in the doobly-doo.
Yeah, so that second link there is a screenshot is this machine learning. It's just regular optical character recognition, OCR. There are open source engines that do this. So the developer that I'm working with is using one that he integrated into this, and it's just really handy. So the screenshot that I put there shows the system automatically found the loot window inside the full screen screenshot, and then it cut it down to just that, and then it recognized what each line was, and then turned that into text. And then you see the little green thumbs up and the red thumbs down. That's for the approver to to approve or reject that submission. The uploader is just going to be you literally drag the screenshots onto the web page, and then you click a button that says the tier and a button that says the weather, and then click go, and that's done.
Yeah, OCR is a way of archiving or getting data.
Yeah. Machine
learning is what you do with large data sets.
Why not copy and paste? I can't. Well, the main reason is I can't trust data submitted with copy and paste, because you could literally type anything you want and send it to me. You could be like, Colombian survey database times 9,909,999, and I wouldn't, there's no way to know.
Now,
a screenshot is falsifiable, but that takes a lot more work.
And in addition to that, it's about keeping honest people honest, right? So what is the chance that someone is going to afterwards see that what they got as loot and then try to remember what was where and then just simply submit that, right? So you actually risk tainting the data due to people operating completely without malice. So that's why it would be important to, like, a screenshot.
It's also really easy.
In other words,
screenshot is you literally push the print screen button and your screenshot is taken.
We would
just
rather
do it while the can is open.
We would rather no data than bad data. So
yeah,
I would rather somebody get done with a run and be like, shit, I forgot to do screenshots, than try to recreate it on their own and then try to submit what they remember.
Yeah, because we're recording cans, not sites. So you'd have to copy and paste the can when you got it, or remember what was in every can at the end and split it up. And both of those are impractical because we're not recording sites, we're recording cans.
Right. But more importantly, I think that somebody might actually just do that and think that they're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
And still get it wrong.
Right. So the screenshot gives us the screenshot gives us a lot of ways to verify that it's accurate with no effort, because you literally just push the button, you push print screen while you're playing, or F12 or whatever it is. You just push the button and the screenshot is taken, and you go about your merry way. And when you're all done for the day or for the week or for the month, you can just take a whole bunch of screenshots and dump them on me, and then and they'll automatically get processed, and you have to do zero work.
Do you have a system to help people know whether or not their stuff has been approved, accepted, or whatever, or that they won?
Yeah, so you can review your one of the tabs there is review your uploads, and it shows you the status of each of your submissions.
That's really sick.
Yeah, and we also we don't display the full screenshot ever. You can send it to us, but you can't ever see it. The only thing that you ever see is the cropped down loot box itself.
Oh yeah, okay. Because you wouldn't save anything erroneous.
Yeah, so the idea is we don't want people taking a screenshot and just pasting in a different loot box, a different loot window again and again.
Ah, fair enough.
Because we don't think that there's going to be necessarily nefarious actors, but we don't want to make it easy, right?
We're talking about Abyss cans, not relic cans. I know I'm doing relic sites right now, but
that's kind of the inspiration. If you look at the relic and data can contents page on the eVuni wiki, which I can look for in a minute, they actually have this exact data. They have I think they did 1,000 cans. I'm pretty sure they did 1,000 cans, but they actually went a step beyond. Not only did they find out the loot table for every single can, for every single faction, they also figured out the spawn, the spawn composition of the cans in each individual type of site.
If you're using an MTU, then your data is corrupt. Can't be used.
Correct. If you use an MTU, then it can't be used. So the system actually has logic built in to detect that there's an MTU, because a loot can has no capacity. It just says what's in it, like 12 M3. But an MTU has 27,000 M3 capacity. So if the system detects, sees that when it's OCRing it, then it rejects it as an MTU. It says no. Pretty clever, eh?
Yeah. That's a good one.
Oh, so what did he ask? He says, you made a site to track loot, and then he said, Abyss Event. So Abyss Event is Vidor's Abyss tracker. And we described a minute ago that will track the loot from an entire site. And it's also copy-paste text. So that's not what we're looking for. We're looking to decipher each individual can. So that would include 3 cans and however many, 3 caches and however many extraction nodes all together in one big glob. But that doesn't tell me what's in each can.
So what kind of prizes do we have?
Well, the prizes so far, we have, I don't know if any, I don't think they want to remain anonymous, so I can I don't know, whatever it is. We have
Let's
like
focus
a
on the
butt
prize.
ton of
It's not
skins.
who. For
Yeah,
now.
yeah. Well, I wanted to give credit,
That's
but
fair.
I'll leave that out for now. I'll ask them if they want their names on things, and I'll put their names on things. I'll make
Sure.
sure. But for now, I'll keep it anonymous just in case. Um, so we have like somewhere between 60 and 100 scope partner skins so far. I have like several thousand plex. There's a bunch of ISK that's been promised. I think there's a few ships in there, but we're still taking donations for the prize pool. Like I want to make this prize pool as big as I can, and I'm not sure how I'm going to divvy it up between all the different raffles so far. But there's 70 different raffles that are 70 prizes that we're going to be giving away. 70 prize packages or something. I don't know. I might even end up doing more than one winner per raffle. We'll see. I'm not sure yet. But there's 70 different raffles that are going to be run. That's the number. It's the 52 for the for the individual loot tables, and then an additional 18 for different combinations of them.
Oh, the suppressor. Fuck. All right.
You got killed. So yeah, so that's what we're doing. 70 raffles, lots of prizes. We're still taking donations for prizes, and I will update once this project is live in a couple of weeks.
Awesome. Sounds cool. Yeah, absolutely. So when we have a full package deal, we'll bring it all back to everybody. Until then, I mean, technically speaking, people could just start taking their screenshots now to be ready.
Yeah, you
to
could
be
just start
submitted.
taking screenshots and save them. And then like in a couple of weeks we'll have the system up and ready to start taking submissions. But like you can start saving screenshots now. But I will have to post the rules. In fact, that's what I'm going to do. In fact, in the next couple of days, I'm going to write up exactly how the screenshots have to be. Because if you look at the loot box in the image that I put in chat, that is exactly how we need the loot box to be configured in order for it to work. So it has to be not compact mode. It has to have the left panel collapsed, the left pane collapsed. It has to be in list view, not detail view and not icon view. It has to be in list view. That's the collapsed list view that we see there. The UI must be dark and not transparent. The other requirement is that we're only taking cruisers.
Oh. Okay. Huh. Why is
You
that?
know why, right?
No, I don't. Why?
Because destroyers are 2 rolls in a can, and frigates are 3 rolls in a can, and I can't sort that out.
Okay. I guess I could see that.
However, we are accepting destroyer and frigate runs for the nodes and subnodes because those are unaffected.
Okay, cool. Yeah, of course. Okay, so, but I gotta go. It's the end of my stream.
Thanks for your time, then.
Is there anything else that you wanted to throw out there? If you're watching this on YouTube, all of the details should be down below, including all of those instructions by the time you're able to see this there. So thank you, Fonsui, for continuing to pursue. I know you've been working on this for like 2 years, just continuing to hammer people until somebody was willing to do it.
Yeah, I finally found someone who's like, that's an awesome idea, and I can write code.
Yeah, I was able to discuss like theory about like how to do it with you, but I don't have the time to do such a thing. So I do appreciate you making it happen, and I hope to participate in multiple ways. So, coolio. Let me finish hacking this can, and then I'll do my final shtick or a couple more cans in this site, and then we'll head on out. This is the kind of thing that we do around here. Is that like the point is that we don't want to just help people learn the game. We want to learn the game on a level that other people haven't learned yet, right? We want to learn what really is going on in the background, what really makes this work.
Did you catch the name of the project? It was in one of those screenshots.
I'll be honest with you. I haven't been able to open up the screenshots while you were talking.
We're going to be calling it "Show Me Your Cans."
I bet you Rix would have a wonderful little propaganda poster for that. That's a pretty good one.
Yeah. Yeah, it came to me in a moment of inspiration.
It's pretty brilliant.